Welcome back, everybody, to The Rhode Show this morning in the Buzz, brought to you by The Comedy Connection. An 18-year-old sure is feeling alive after taking the stage and saving the day, filling in as a drummer for the night with Pearl Jam. Check this out.
We're ready when you are. You're leading the band, brother.
Man, oh man, that's Kai Narkeman. He offered to join the band at the Oakland Arena last Friday night after drummer Matt Cameron tested positive for COVID. So you're this young kid, you're 18 years old, you get the call that, hey, by the way, could you come on stage with one of the most famous bands in the world? Yeah, one of the most famous bands in the world, and play drums in front of a crowd that just goes berserk for Pearl Jam to begin with.
Clearly he's talented, but the nerves have to be there. I mean, come on, you're up there with legends.
Right.
Absolutely. It brings up the point of wouldn't it be awesome to have a great moment like that, or to take your skills that you have, right, and be able to like combine them with folks that do it like on a professional level. And it makes me think of, because of this job, I've had the opportunity. I played basketball with Magic Johnson.
Sure.
That was the coolest thing. The Jeffrey Osborne Classic came in, and granted we were on opposing teams, but still, I'm like, I was playing a basketball game on the same court with Magic Johnson. That was, it was just, it seems like a false statement. It seems like a dream I had.
Right.
But I have to, it's one of those pinch me moments where you think, man, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool.
Really, really cool.
I've been on stage with the Bare Naked Ladies and sang Brick House with Lionel Richie.
Oh my God.
Not very well. Not very well, yeah, but it was fun.
Did you give it a good house?
Oh, we did, and he wanted to make sure we gave it a good house. Yes, absolutely we did, yeah. And I'm trying to think, there was another song that we sang with him too, and it was just like, how often do you get to do that?
Yeah, I think it's those kind of magic moments that stand out for you, or the ones that you dream of. And I was thinking, even something as simple as like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to just like, play catch with like a famous ball player, like a Pedro Martinez. Like I'd love to just be like, I just want to chat with you, but like we're just out in the field, just playing catch, and just have those memories. Well, this really awesome.
There's so many things now. Even a lot of charity places will do. If you raise a certain amount of money, you can have one of these experiences. I think Tom Brady did one a couple of years ago, where you could go out on the field and do something with him. Right. I mean, obviously you've got to have a ton of money to be able to do that. But if there's one thing like that, that would be something amazing to do. Is there someone that you think of that you'd like an opportunity like that, or even if it's like, oh, just go have a beer down the road with so and so? Well, Paul McCartney. Look, maybe after his concert. Maybe after you go to the concert. Look, McCartney would be fantastic, and I've said this before. I've been lucky enough to interview a ton of people over 30-something years, like a ton of people. He is the golden ticket. He's the one who has eluded me for 34 years. He would be the one, and I would, that would be it. That would be it. All right. Yeah. There's been a ton of people over the years, but that's the one. Yeah. I think of too, like when I see that moment with Kai getting the chance to play drums, I think of like being this, this young teen girl and loving boy bands. Sure. And always being so envious when they would be like, and now we're gonna sing to you right there in the crowd, and they like pull you up and they'd give you a flower or whatever, and they'd sing this like beautiful ballad, and you're like, oh my God. Yes, that's what you want. But I know there are some of you out there who probably maybe they've been up on stage. You used to love O-Town. Yes, I did. O-Town was one of your big ones. I did. Well, NSYNC is up there. Right, NSYNC was NSYNC was in there, but O-Town was always big. And every time I see them, I think of, because I knew that was one of your. I could still sing all of those. I don't know what it is. If any song was on it, like a CD or like a Walkman or whatever, when you would just play the tracks over and over and over, like every bus ride to school. Yeah. I think anything from the time, Brendan, what is it from that like middle school to high school time frame? Any song that plays, you know every word. Sure.
I would love to answer that, but I can't because I've got to get right to this. Okay. Will, I knew that the moment would come where I could put you on the spot and get some payback. Years ago, right here on the show, you put me on the spot and you said, would you rather have an autographed pair of Air Jordans from Michael Jordan or a James Hetfield guitar from Metallica? Right. And I had to decide on the road show in front of millions upon millions. Right. So I ask you this. Yeah. If you could sit and interview either Paul McCartney or Mark Hamill, who is it going to be?
It's tough. I think I'm still going to go with McCartney.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet Mark Hamill right now.
Because I
Hey,
remember.
Mark. Remember when
That's
Will
right.
asked you to sign that Star Wars poster?
Well, the reason I re-invoke the question is it's just so difficult because
Yes.
we're such big fans.
Right,
And
exactly.
we love all these people, and to have those opportunities like this kid did would be just unbelievable. I don't know. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I did that top 10? Like David Letterman style.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I would love, like, if we could get him to cameo on the road show.
Right,
Like, he
right,
just
right.
comes in and hands me the top 10 and he
Right.
just says, don't screw it up, and then walks out.
walks away.
Something like that, where, like, the kid got to drum with Pearl Jam. If you could look out, hey, I'm not done yet.
I thought he was coming in. I thought maybe Dave was coming in.
Wait a minute. The director's having some fun with me. But yeah, it's something like that where it's someone that had an impact on you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd
I
cry
would love
either
to
way. I'd be a
jam-
blubbering fool.
Exactly. I'd
Right.
love to jam with Metallica,
Sure.
but I'd be too afraid that I'd screw up the song. So that's not for me. Let's check in with our viewers to see what you guys have to say about this topic now. Let's go for that camera journey move right there. James is up first saying, Brendan and I should play with Metallica. I love it, James. This is not from James Hetfield, a different James, but I don't know. I think I would be too nervous because they're so good and I'm just a beginner guitarist. Rick shares, I've worked on security details for several celebrities and rock stars such as Jay Leno, Chicago, Stevie Nicks, 38 Special, Joan Jett, Meatloaf, and a few others. It was so cool. That sounds awesome, Rick. We got to talk to you about those experiences further. Tracy would love to hang out on the road show and cook with Nick. Oh, I'm sure Nick Raybar would be delighted to have you join him in the kitchen. That's great. Thank you very much, Tracy. And Linda says, I've danced all my life. I would have loved to be part of a dance troupe. Absolutely. If you can fulfill those dreams and wishes and make them a reality, that's the coolest thing, just like that kid did with Pearl Jam, which was awesome. Thanks for chiming in, everyone. Please keep those comments coming, and we might use them right here on the show. Follow us, of course, you know where, but I shall remind you, at The Road Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Leave your comment every day on our Buzz topic video. We go live on Facebook around 7:15, and you never know, we might read it right here on the show.